things are going to escalate a little quickly here, all right? The next voicemail we have is from someone who keeps selling things that belong to their family and friends for drug money. And it's a pattern that they've shown throughout their life, okay? Let's listen in a little bit.
Hey, gotta be a little bit quiet so she doesn't hear me. I guess I have a few desperate stories. I guess it initially started when I was younger, pawning off my mom's family heirloom jewelry for weed or Zans. Yeah, I used to pawn off her jewelry. A lot of it, like, is from my great-grandmother, and she still bitches about, as well as her shark tooth collection. But recently, I am married now.
Hold on, wait, time out. Before we get to the marriage, selling grandma's shark tooth collection for fucking Zan money is diabolical. Like, listen, if it's a gold bar, some precious metals, some jewelry, I get it. I 100% get it. I understand. But selling grandma's shark tooth collection, that's a hard thing to sell, first off. How the fuck, like, who buys that? You can't go to the pawn shop and sell the shark teeth, can you? Like, do they buy that?
And I filed taxes jointly.
Okay, that's great.
And
Congrats on the marriage, yeah.
filed with my wife. We got grand back, and I took the whole cash, all the whole return, and spent it all on coke. And she does not know. I spent my wife's money on coke. Yeah, that's kind of why I had to be quiet right now, but it is what it is.
Man. Coke is a crazy addiction, man. It's the type of drug addiction that I've probably been the closest to throughout my life. And I had a friend, it was one of my good friend's older brothers. When I was younger, one of my buddies I used to do a ton of blow with. I'd go to his house, we'd go hang out in his basement, and his older brother had this girl that he was engaged to. He had proposed and they had a wedding coming up, and he was like a raging coke. Dude, he was like spending the wedding money on blow. It was pretty heavy stuff. Kind of funny to watch from our POV because like we were pretty disconnected from the reality of the situation, but coke addiction is just nuts. It makes you do shit like this. You know, it makes you do shit like what this dude is saying right here. Using your wife's tax return money and blowing it all. And then calling the Gobcast in the closet of your house and whispering into the phone to vent about it. Let's call him back. Damn, imagine he's like out to lunch with his wife right now. We just called it the worst time possible. He's like, hold on, honey, it's the Gobcast. This guy's going to have a huge moral dilemma. Stay with wife or answer Gob.
Hello?
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You might be recorded?
Nah, man. That's fine.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. I just listened to your voicemail, and I just got to say the way you answered the phone, that was like the saddest answer we've maybe ever gotten on the show, dude. You sound guilty.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. I try to think. Unfortunately, recently I lost my job as well due to that fucking coke addiction.
Oh, shit.
So recently I've been trying to figure that out so I can try to figure out a way to pay her back.
How old are you?
But I'm about to be 25 this July,
young,
man.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're young, dude. You still got a lot of time to figure it out. How long you been doing blow?
It's fucking up big time, though. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to.
No, you're good. You can curse all you want,
honestly,
dude.
So that's a really long... All right, I'll kind of make it short and sweet. So back when I was in high school, I used to sell big time, mainly Zans. I got up to the point where I used to buy 250 at a time off the black market. And then I used to mess around with a girl a little bit too. But back then, you know what's funny? I said I'd never do it. I never even really liked it. Then I unfortunately had to move to South Carolina because I got married. And then I found somebody down here. How I found the plug, one day I was fiending, drove around to every fucking shopping center and talked to homeless people till I found one that had brought me to their person. I walked into the place. It was like a TV show type shit. It was like a whole bunch of crackheads.
That's a really interesting
like
way
room.
to find a plug. You just drove around asking homeless people?
Yeah, I fucking know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, pretty
I
crazy.
mean,
I
dude, that's
know.
honestly
I
smart
know.
though. Like that's a pretty efficient way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but they brought me there. Then I found probably some of the best I had. Besides, right before I moved here, one of my friends that smokes crack and unfortunately does heroin
Mhm.
too. I was doing coke with him, but then I found the plug here, and they gave it to me for really good prices. I could get a ball for like 100, and I think it was 50, 150. It's pretty good.
For
I
a
know you
ball
get
of
cheaper,
blow?
but yeah, and it was like probably the best I've ever had in my
That's
entire
less
life
than
in
I've
that
ever
town.
paid in my whole life.
Oh,
100
really?
to 150 for a
Really?
ball is pretty
Yeah, no,
nuts.
but
Yeah.
and it was definitely by far it was fucking my nose up though, dude. Like it was really bad. I was so deep into it, I literally couldn't fucking stop. My nose was getting beyond fucked. I don't even know how nobody in my family knew. Like it was, I'm honestly fortunate I lost my job, but I'm drew my account negative $500 towards the end, trying to get some more blow. But thank God, at the end of the day, because I'm doing
Uh-huh.
DoorDash, I'd still buy it if they never got caught. They definitely got caught.
Yep.
So I heard their house got raided,
Oh
unfortunately.
shit. So kind of taking it back
Yeah.
to like, losing your job and stuff. Your wife, you've said, has no idea that you have a coke addiction, right?
No, besides one kind of recent breakdown I had where I was like really fucked
Mhm.
up. That's the other thing. I was off 7.0. I've been messing with that because I don't have any other plugs for downers, and I really like downers. So for a time being, I got off of it, mainly because of you, man.
Fuck that
Honestly,
7-0 shit,
but
dude.
I got off. Yeah, no, I never smoked it, but I did the
Mhm.
pills. But still, I got off of it mainly because of you. Thank you for
Hell
that.
yeah, dude.
But I was very fucked up one night, and my friend was on the phone with me while I was arguing with her, and I guess I had told her. I was like, "You don't know how you don't know how much fucking coke I've done." Apparently, I said that to her, but I don't recall. But apparently, yeah, she should know, but she doesn't really like, you know what I mean? Like face it, I
Mhm.
guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. So, when you lost your job, what actually happened? Like, why'd you lose your job?
So that's that was that night when I said all that shit. I unfortunately, when I we were arguing, when I went to close the door, we have this metal like casing around the light switch, and I sliced my finger wide fucking open on it,
Oh.
and I didn't think it was that deep, so I didn't go to the hospital or anything. And yeah, that's what happened with that. And anyways, I missed work the next day, and I had texted my boss. I sent him pictures of my hand, and it kind of looked like not trying, but it looked like my wrist and not my fingers because there was blood everywhere. And then of course my phone dies. So then he sends the police here, and he had to go to the job place at like 3 o'clock in the morning to get my address to send the police here because he thought I was trying to. Then it turns out I wasn't. Then I took off for like a week because I was a mechanic, and I just couldn't work with my hand like that. Then when I went back, he just kind of told me that he had to let me go. And since then, I've been trying to find another job besides being a mechanic.
Mhm. So it sounds like your coke addiction is really starting to get bad. Like it's actually impacting your life now.
Yeah, probably would have destroyed it if, like I said, she didn't get her house raided.
Yeah.
Honestly, that shit probably saved me.
So how recently did that tax return that you blew come in?
A month, a month ago, I'd say maybe two max.
How much money was
It
it?
was like 2,000. It was five. I hold on. I can give you exact numbers. I think it was one second. Tell you exactly. It will take like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Uh, Let me go to my TurboTax. It was. Sorry, it's loading. I apologize.
Oh, you're good, dude. You can ballpark it too. It's not really. I'm not tripping about the exact dollar.
It was like 5,000. Up here it is $5,056.
5 racks? You
Yeah.
blew 5 fucking grand entirely on blow and just like one go, or what?
Oh, not all of it. No. God, no. Fuck, no. I'd probably be dead, dude.
How much of this money did you spend on blow?
Probably I'd say like a lot. I don't know. My memory's so fucked because of it, but I definitely spent like, yeah, definitely at least $2,000.
That's a lot of coke, dude.
Yeah, I was, dude, I could kill a ball in like 2 days.
Wow.
It was like really bad.
And at the prices
that's
you
like
say you're paying
because,
too, that's really a lot of coke. Were you buying just a ball at a time, or were you buying bulk?
Well, that's what I'd like to do because she liked to do 100 for a G. So a lot of times she'd slice the fuck out of me. That's why I miss her ass. But she'd do 100 for a G, and you're like, well, I mean, $50 more, right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, she clearly just doesn't want to serve grams. Is the memo there? You know?
Yeah, no, definitely. Because, like I said, she has a lot of fiends, and I'm sure that's all they do.
So, by the sounds of it, because this plug got busted, do you blow anymore?
No, man. I've been sober as a gopher, and in South Carolina, weed's illegal here, so the THCA stuff, I haven't found anything good. So I've been waiting. That's why I got on the 7-0, man. I just was trying to cope with being sober. Now I finally think I got it, but yeah, it's rough.
Fuck, dude. Well, I mean, fuck, dude. Listen, after we're done, I'll text you a little later. I could send you some Only Gas if you want, if you need it. I could,
dude.
We can ship to your state, so I'll send you a little coupon code. You can go put a cart together. But after the call, I'll do that. After the shoot. But
awesome.
So you mentioned you haven't told your wife that you spent any of this money on blow. She thinks like you just have the money, or what?
I don't know. So yesterday, I think it was last night, I was trying to get because I have a job. I'm just waiting for the background check, but they couldn't get my old managers to respond. So I was trying to get my W-2s, so I was on TurboTax. I left my fucking phone open, and she went to go on the couch. She was like, "So you got the money?" And I was like, no, I'm still waiting. That's why I was on TurboTax.
Oh, you haven't even told her you got the return yet? Brother, it's May 16th, dude. How long do you think it takes? She's got to know.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for here, but I don't know what to do.
Yo, you got to at least tell her you got it, dude. You got, there's no way. I think that's what's giving it away. How do you guys do your finances? Do you have a joint bank account, or how does it work?
No, we are separate with that. Usually,
nice.
That's why I've been having to do DoorDash. We have we separate bills pretty evenly, and we just kind of have them come out from our separate accounts, really. Mm-hmm. So. And
what does she do for work? Is she making good money?
That's a kicker. She is in the United States Navy.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she's a nuclear engineer.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah. Damn, that sounds like the kind of chick you got to talk it out with, probably, dude.
Yeah, because she gets angry.
If she was unemployed, I'd be like, bro, just go, do your thing, honestly, spend the rest of that money on whatever you'd like, and, just fucking tell her later. But, you know what? She has a good job.
She would.
So, you should probably lock that down. No, you should talk to her. You should be like, hey, I fucked up, because she's going to find out at some point, dude. Women do that. They just figure it out at some point.
Yeah. That's going to be worse the longer I wait. That is very true.
And, if she figures it out on her own, it's going to be bad. If you go tell her, it might be a little different, though.
Yeah. Regardless, she's going to be pissed.
For sure.
Right. She's going to be infuriated.
But you still have control right now. You can still do it on your own terms. If she figures this out, if she figures out you blew the money, you're fucked,
Yeah, I feel like she has to have a hunch, you know what I mean?
Well, for sure, dude. It's a month after the tax deadline. And when did you guys file?
Dude, I got it done like almost like 2-3 months ago. Like
Bro,
soon as you
yeah.
could.
When
Soon as
did
you
you
could, I got
actually
it
get
done.
it? Like, how soon after did you actually get the money?
Honestly, that's what I was saying. Like I only got it like a month ago, maybe.
Okay.
So I got the first half quickly, which was all mine. A lot of it's all mine, anyways. To be fair, besides because from South Carolina, there was only like $400, and that's all she had a return from. The rest were mine because I made a reasonable amount last year. The rest were mine from South Carolina and Maryland. So most of it was mine, to be fair, anyways. But yeah.
Wow. I think you should just, at some point, maybe not today, really think through it. But like at some point, I feel like you should just own up to it. You feel like, yo, maybe. No, I was about to be a bad person. I was about to say maybe you don't have to tell her it was on coke, but you should probably tell her that part too. You know?
No, you're probably right. I will tell because a lot of it was on like car stuff too, and bills, catching up on bills. But no,
bills
you're right.
are valid though.
Like
bills isn't wasting the money if you're married. You both owe the bills, so like that's fair.
Yeah, good point. They got to be paid regardless.
That's right. Someone's got to pay that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Well, I hope that it goes over well for you, and I think you should go fill her in sometime. Maybe this weekend. Take her out for a nice lunch and be like, "Hey, I blew the tax return." And just see how it fucking goes.
Yeah. No, you're probably right. No, just say it. Just like, oh, hey.
Get a couple drinks in her and just slide it in there. Just be like, "Hey, I blew the fucking tax return." And like, if she's mad about it, order a couple more. She'll probably
just bring up the weather.
Yeah, bro,
that.
just fucking make it back or something. I don't know, dude. Start selling some blow. I don't know. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out. But hey.
No, definitely.
I appreciate you calling in and sharing. And once I'm done shooting today in a couple hours, I'll send you a code for OnlyGas. We can go put a cart together.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for calling in and sharing. I wish you the best of luck. Next year's tax season, maybe let her get the money, it sounds like, potentially.
Yeah, at least. That's the least I can do.
Maybe let it hit her account this time. But... Or honestly, dude, I'm kind of against joint bank accounts, but you sound like a situation where maybe a joint bank account would be good. Like maybe she could hold you accountable on that tax money,
Yeah, I just don't want a joint bank account. I don't think she would either. She's very stingy with her money.
That's fair.
So.
That's fair. I would be the same way. Yeah, if I was married, shorties. Yeah,
I definitely am. I mean, I definitely because I made more. But,
damn, you made more than her and she's doing nuclear shit? You guys are doing good over there.
Yeah, dude, I fucked up. I made $45 an hour.
Damn.
I was flat rate, but...
What the hell?
Yeah, I fucked up.
You guys are doing nice over there.
But being a mechanic really does kind of... Yeah. I was working on, like, Mercedes and Audis and whatnot, but...
Wow. Well, shit, man. I hope your talk with her goes over well. You should let me know how that goes in the future.
Yeah, man, I definitely will. I'll DM you.
Hell yeah, you have a good rest of your day, man.
You too, man. Bye. Can't wait to see this.
Yes, sir. It'll be out in a couple weeks. See ya.
Awesome, man. See ya.
Dude, wow, that guy blew the fucking tax return on blow. It sounds like he's got a pattern of doing that, though. So, like, I'm not very surprised by that. And also, like, when you're married, that's the kind of thing you talk out, Like, if you steal your girlfriend's money and go buy coke with it, your girlfriend might just dump you. If you steal your wife's money and go buy blow with it, she might just have a stern talk with you. That's the magic of a marriage right there,